Hello there, and welcome to the Pint-Sized Healing Podcast. My name is Max Thompson. Let's get started. So, I think journaling can also really help us to kind of keep a little bit of a positive mindset. Now, when I talk about positive mindset, and I do from time to time, I just want to emphasize that I don't mean the positive mindset that suppresses any negative thought. But I do think that sometimes it becomes so easy to see all the things that are wrong in our lives, or all the things that we're struggling with, or yeah, you name it, and we kind of forget to see that there's a lot of good stuff going on as well. Like, even while we're in the middle of abuse recovery, or still there's good things that happen, and sometimes we forget about those too quickly or too easily, and it can be really small things that just really do make your day, right? Like, a few weeks ago it was snowing, and I seriously do not like snow, and I was so done with winter, and it was cold and it was wet, and the wind was just, the chill factor of the wind was just unheard of. And so I was not feeling particularly cheerful at that point in time. And out of nowhere, a woman just touches me on the arm and says, "Madam, that jacket looks stunning on you." And it made my day. It seriously made my day. It made me completely forget about the stupid snow and the wind. And I said, "Thank you very much," and I continued on my way. And the entire energy of that day changed just from someone complimenting me on my jacket. And the reason why I remember that is because I actually wrote it down. When I came home, I wrote it down, and sometimes writing it down, it just that it's not even reading it back that will help you remember, but just the act of writing something down means that it sticks in your mind more. And sometimes what I like to do is post it onto social media. And it's not because I'm trying to show off, and definitely don't always do that. But sometimes posting something to Facebook, for example, that was particularly nice that happened, it, because they've got that memory thing going on where you get like the notifications of something that happened last year on this day. Sometimes it's really nice to kind of get reminders of, oh, that's right, someone did something nice or said something nice to me on that day. And it's kind of, it's the repeat effect of that positive thing. But anyway, I think journaling and generally writing things down helps things stick in your mind. And it also, when at the end of the day you are sitting down and thinking, okay, well, let me just think about the nice things that happened today, it kind of puts you into a way more positive mindset. And I think, in my personal experience, is that it just sets you up for a better night rest, and that sets you up for even more positive stuff happening tomorrow, right? Because you're well rested, and it's, I think, going to sleep with a positive frame of mind, rather than worrying or feeling anxious or feeling angry, or all those kind of more heavy, complicated emotions. You're gonna set yourself up for better rest if you kind of work through those, or or um focus also on the good stuff that's been happening, because the complicated emotions are often quite loud because they're alarm bells, right? So they're trying to get your attention all the time, and the more positive emotions are usually much more subtle. um and so, kind of getting into the habit of spending some time thinking about those emotions and when you felt them and what made you feel them during the day, throughout the day, can really kind of amp up that happiness effect that they have, right? Like, what what are the things that make you feel hopeful, or what were the things that brought you joy? Those kind of things. Like, ask yourself those questions, and especially if you do it at the end of the day, and just reflect back on your day and write about the good stuff that happened that day. Um, and if you don't, like, one of the things as well, because I just said like post it to Facebook so you get a ping again next year. One of the ways that I do that with kind of the more private thoughts that I have is I bought a 5 year diary, and so you go through the diary 5 times basically. That's the basic concept of a 5 year diary. And so a year after something's happened to you, you're going to write on that same page again, right? So you're going to automatically read what you wrote last year on this day, right? So you're going to get constant reminders of the nice things that are happening in your life. And the more you notice that there's nice things happening in your life, the more you kind of acknowledge that there's good things happening in your life, the more you'll see that good things and nice things are happening in your life. It really does help. And I know that, bills need to get paid. I'm not telling you to lose and I also know that healing from abuse is not easy, and it's ugly, and there's crying and anger and anxiety and worry. All those things have a place, but some focus on that more positive side of things, and the more positive side of our lives, and acknowledging that even on our darkest days, there's always something, some small thing that was nice. Even if it's just, I came in, I made myself a cup of tea, and I just watched the telly for half an hour, and I just felt so relaxed and so comfortable in my own house. That can be your positive experience, because that is a positive experience. And you would forget about that moment if you only focus on all the other stuff that may have complicated that day. Maybe your boss shouted at you, maybe the train was delayed, maybe you were stuck in traffic. All those things might have happened, but what also happened is that you sat there and you relaxed and you felt really good in the moment because you were resting with a cup of tea. And so focusing on that moment of the day will bring that feeling of relaxation and joy and balance back to you. And that's what you want to do. You want to just remind yourself of those positive emotions so you can continue feeling them. I hope that helps, and I'll see you next week. Bye.